to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That's fielded in the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go. This is set. 19. 24. No.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
I got one. 25. 26.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Reset. 19.
On second down, here's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
26.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow. Yellow. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the... Yard line.
Emmanuel Ogbah brought him down A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Mike. Tighten up. Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
53. That QB's trash. Let's go. He's crossing.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. A nice little juke. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. We also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson, he finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. The first down carry here for Johnson. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Mike, go. Check three. Watch the eye.
A first down carry now for Miller. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
36.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards in the first. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fielded about a yard deep.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Put it down. Hey, 31!
On first down, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Being chased out left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Right to the core. Motion.
Out of the gun, Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mahomes now on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Attack! Check back 33. Let's go! Mike, check 33. Hey, come on, no. Check 4. 15. Check back 33. It's a party now.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. 20, 10. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Attack, attack. Bravo. Check mark 33. Check mark 33.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, and this is caught by Watkins. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On first down, Mahomes forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To throw again on second down. Mahomes flushed out right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Buying time to his left. Taking a deep shot. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On the return, Carter. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a game of 6.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They give it to Williams, running right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it's Miller. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
24 is the mark. Run it. Me. I got motion man. Hey, 59. 29, go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, Ridley. Fight on these two. You go take. Color.
They run it again with Williams. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they'll run it with McCoy. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Watson on 1st down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Ball, trot. 50. Mike, 50. He can't hang. Let him go.
Operating from the gun. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time, it's a set. Come on,
Brings up 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Houston, good night, everybody.